Hey guys, Jeff from Antler here. Couple quick tips on how to start a food plot from scratch. Number one is stand placement. Where are you going to put your stand? Dominant wind when you're going to be hunting it. Easy in and out access, undetected by the deer. That's number one, always number one. If you can't get in and out undetected with deer in front of you 20, 30, 40 yards, it's no good. No good at all. Number two, this is on food plots now. Number two is pH. Get your pH up around a 7. The closest you can get to a 7, 6.5 higher, around a 7, that's neutral. That's the best you can have. That'll last for long periods of time. Number 3 is sunlight. Make sure you got 50-60% of the day of sunlight. The nutrients, which are vitamins go through photosynthesis to the plant from sunlight. So if you don't get sunlight, your plant is going to grow real fast, it's going to dwarf off and then actually die. So it won't last very long, and it won't last, especially on a perennial, it won't last 2 months. So sunlight is another thing you want to make sure you have. And then fertilization. We live a long ways away from our leases and our private properties. So we granular feed about a third of the recommended rate of what it is per acre on a granular feed when we plant our plots. Then we 100% foliar feed after that with our micronutrition Antler Grow and our Farmer's Touch NPK, which is our fertilizer. We do that as a combo, and that way we don't spend a single extra dollar than we would have if we just granular fertilized the whole thing at once. Because most of our granular fertilizer runs downhill and gets wasted every rain. It just goes away. So we foliar feed because of our stickers, surfactants that are in there, so nothing's wasted. Everything's being utilized. So number one is stand placement, dominant wind, in and out, undetected with the deer. Number 2 is pH. Number 3 is the right fertility of fertilizer for the plants, depending on what you're growing. And when you do your soil samples on your bags, you'll tell you, which crop you're going to plant. So put that on the bag, which crop you're going to plant. And if you're planting in the north, perennials is what I recommend for year-round use. It's green and growing year-round. A clover and alfalfa plot combined is really, really good. In the south, we use more annuals because our clovers, all that stuff die off. They burn off in the heat of the summer. So we do a lot of annuals, which is wheat and oats and brassicas. Another quick thing, real quick, people I've noticed a lot over the years is people plant 100% brassicas, and most of those fail. Reason is they have no early season attraction like they would in winter wheat and oats, and in the late season attraction, when they eat it, it's gone. There's nothing left. A wheat and an oat, that seed, its whole job is to create a seed head, to rejuvenate. Well, if you don't have a plant that's supposed to have a seed head to it and rejuvenate itself each year, like clovers and alfalfas and all that, where it keeps coming and coming, then obviously, the deer are going to mow it down to the ground. There's nothing left. So if you're going to do something, think about what you want to plant, what your goals are. But perennials by far the best, especially in the north. And then you got your beans and your corn and all that kind of stuff you could plant as ice cream, I say, for that summertime attractability and body development, antler development, all that, especially sprayed. Another thing too, we've talked about a lot, is if a food plot seed says it's 30, 35%, 25% protein, if the soil cannot give the nutrients to the plant, it'll never reach its potential. You go shoot a bow. I shoot a 28.5-inch draw length. I'm not shooting the bow's capability because I only shoot 60 pounds. The bow's a 70-pound bow. So I'm not shooting what it's capable of doing. So a plant can't give everything it's capable of if the nutrients aren't there in the soil. So what we've done is bypass the soil on the nutrient level, which is your coppers, molybdenum, cobalt, magnesium, manganese, zincs, irons, all that, and give it to the plant in a foliar feed with Antler Grow, which benefits the plant and the animal at the same time. So this helps, guys. This little tip. Hope you have a great season on your food plotting. Any questions, please reach out to us. We're always available. We do things all across the country, from big properties to little properties, on consulting and everything else. And if nothing, we're a phone call away. Be good, guys. Thanks.